What are the hardest Pokemon to hatch in Pokemon Go? We're going to be taking a look at every single Pokemon that is hatchable in Pokemon Go at the moment. We're going to take a look at their hatch rates. Some of these are surprising because some of them make sense and some of them make no sense at all. So the data we're going to be using is from the Silph Road, which is a very trusted source for Pokemon Go. They've been in the game for years. They've done tons and tons of research. And last thing, these percentages and rates are not official numbers. They are just a really good and credible gauge on what the rates really are. Taking a look at 2 Kilometer Eggs. First off, there's about a 53% chance that you get a 2 Kilometer Egg when you're spinning a Pokestop or a gym. Here are all of the Pokemon in the 2 Kilometer Egg pool. Pikipek with a 15% chance to hatch, Cubone with 13.5%, Magikarp with 12.7%, Yungoos with 12%, Wailmer with about 11%, Poliwag about 7%, Execute about 7%, Metatite same percent. And then the 3 hardest Pokemon to hatch in the 2 Kilometer Egg pool are Barboach, Stuffle, and Magnemite. Pretty interesting. There's definitely some useful Pokemon in there, but for the most part, a lot of eh. Moving on to 5 Kilometer Egg pool, there's about a 31% chance of getting a 5 Kilometer Egg when you spin a Pokestop or a gym. Here are all the Pokemon in the 5 Kilometer Egg pool. Why not? Has about a 28% chance to hatch, Togepi with about a 12% chance, Azurill with a 12% chance, Bronzor with a 9.5% chance, Popplio with about a 9.5% chance, Rowlet and Litten both with about a 9% chance, Skarmory with about a 6% chance, and Bonsly with about a 6% chance as well. So the 3 hardest Pokemon to hatch in the 5 Kilometer Egg pool are Bonsly, Skarmory, and then some of the starters. Again, interesting hatch rates there. I feel like Togepi is probably the most useful out of all the Pokemon, and it's one of the easiest ones to hatch, so that's interesting. And here's the 10 Kilometer Egg pool. There's about a 16% chance of getting a 10 Kilometer Egg when you spin a Pokestop or a gym. Here are all the Pokemon in the 10 Kilometer Egg pool. Rockruff has about a 19% chance to hatch, Audino with about a 15.5% chance to hatch, Darumaka with a 13% chance to hatch, Emolga with a 12% chance to hatch, Rufflet with 10%, Mindfu with about 9%, Riolu with about 7%, Esper with about 5.6%, Gumi with about a 4% chance, Noibat with a 2% chance, Jangmo-o with a 2% chance, and Axew, it says 0%. That's not entirely true. In their research study, they just happened to not hatch a Axew, but I think that just speaks to how rare it is. It's probably around 1 or 2%. But as you can see on the bottom, some of those Pokemon are so tough to hatch. Like Noibat, Jangmo-o, and Axew all have about a 2% chance to hatch. That is rough. So if you can hatch one of those, it's definitely rare. And then of course, on top of all of these egg hatches, if any of these egg hatches are shiny, that's even more rare than what their hatch rarities are. And in the 7 Kilometer Egg pool, here are all the Pokemon that are in 7 Kilometer Eggs. Alolan Geodude with 13.5% chance to hatch, Galarian Farfetch'd about 10%, Galarian Meowth 9.5%, Alola Grimer about 9%, Alola Meowth about 9%, Alola Sandshrew about 9%, Galarian Stunfisk about 9%, Galarian Ponyta about 9%, Alola Diglett 8.5%, Alola Vulpix about 5%, Galarian Slowpoke about 3.5%, Galarian Zigzagoon 3.5%, and Galarian Darumaka about a 1% chance. But the 3 hardest Pokemon to hatch in the 7 Kilometer Egg pool, Galarian Slowpoke for some reason, Galarian Zigzagoon, which makes sense, it's an amazing shiny, and Galarian Darumaka. Galarian Darumaka is a beast, and a 1% chance to hatch is tough. And finally, we have the 12 Kilometer Egg pool. Love me some 12 Kilometer Eggs. I think they're my favorite egg. Here are all the Pokemon that are in these 12Ks. As you might have been able to guess, Vullaby with a 19% chance rate. That is so annoying and gross. I hate it. Pawniard with about a 70% chance rate. Larvitar with a 12.5% chance rate. That's not a bad hatch rate, and that's a good thing to hatch. Scraggy with about a 9%. Sandile with about a 7.5%. Pancham about 7%. Dino about 6%. Skrelp about 6% for no reason. Scorpy for 5.4% for what? And then Absol about 5% and Salandit about 5%. A lot of questions here. Larvitar, one of the best Pokemon in Pokemon Go, is pretty easy to hatch in 12 Kilometer Eggs. But then you got Pokemon like Skrelp and Scorpy that are hard as heck to hatch, and they don't matter. It's so weird. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but those are the numbers. But the hardest Pokemon to hatch in 12 Kilometer Eggs, it's not Larvitar, it's not Dino. Scorpy with a 5.5% chance, Absol with about a 5% chance, and Salandit also with a 5% chance. And a quick little thing about Salandit, you gotta remember that only the female version of Salandit can evolve. So not only is Salandit the hardest Pokemon to hatch in 12 Kilometer Eggs, you also gotta be lucky enough to get the female version of it because the male version of it has 0 use. But one last thing, let's go ahead and take a look at, I don't know, the top 5 hardest Pokemon to hatch in general. Honestly, this is pretty surprising. So the 5th hardest Pokemon to hatch in Pokemon Pokemon Go is Galarian Zigzagoon with a 3.5% chance. Tied for the 3rd and 4th spots are Noibat and Jangmo-o with a 2.2% chance. The second hardest Pokemon to hatch in all of Pokemon Go is Galarian Darumaka with about a 1.1% chance. And the hardest Pokemon to hatch in Pokemon Go is Axew. In this case, it says 0% chance, but in reality, it's probably around 1 or 2, like I said. But I would assume that's relatively accurate. Those are the hardest Pokemon to hatch in Pokemon Go. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this. Let me know if you guys were surprised by any of this, and let me know if you guys have hatched any of these really rare Pokemon.